welcome back to the Girly Girl Bookworm. So today I have my last 5 reads wrap up for you. I know it's been a little while. It's been a hot second. I took a little bit of a break just to get through the holidays and enjoy some time with my family, but now I'm back. It's taken a long time for me to read 5 books apparently this month. December is always one of those months where I always have really high expectations that I'm going to read so many books, and then I read nothing. Just get too busy, and honestly I feel like I've been reading some books that have just been taking me forever for kind of no reason. Just they aren't, I could tell as I start reading them that they're going to be 3-star reads, and all of a sudden my interest level of picking them up is nothing. So let's just get started, and I could explain more as we get there. So the first book that I read was The Wedding Dress Christmas by Rachel Hawk. I think I talked about this in my last 5 reads video, that I was going to pick this up. It's a short novella. It goes with the Wedding Dress series. And originally I thought you would be able to read this alone, but really if you plan on reading the rest of the series, I definitely highly recommend you read the rest of the series before reading this book, because this book does contain a lot of spoilers for those other books. So I definitely recommend you checking those books out first. This follows a cousin of the girl that we follow in the wedding shop and her love story, and it obviously involves some Christmas. So it was really sweet, really fun. I flew through this and I really, really enjoyed it. And most of the time when I see novellas, I don't really read novellas to begin with, and normally when I do, they normally get about 3 stars from me just because they're too short to really grasp anything. But to be honest, I love this one and gave it 5 stars, so this was definitely a plus. Then I read Manhattan by Candy Steiner, which also got 5 stars from me. So as much as I've been having a slow reading month, I have had a lot of misses. I've also had a lot of amazing reads too. This is the 3rd book in the Becker Brothers series. It's a friends to lovers romance. I have an entire review of this book and talk a little bit about the other 2 books in the series posted as well. So definitely go check that one out if you're interested in hearing more. But small town romance, friends to lovers, you can't get much better than that. And Old Fashioned book number 4 comes out this spring, and I cannot wait. And my hands now. I did receive the arc of this, the e-arc of this for free for in exchange for an honest review, but obviously I went and ordered the paperback because I'm obsessed. All of these are Candy Steiner, so I needed it for my collection anyways. But I did want to let you know that I did read it in exchange for an honest review, but clearly not biased in any way. I just love her. Then I picked up The Wives by Tarryn Fisher because I had been looking forward to this book so much since it's been everywhere. It comes out technically December 31st, so Book of the Month released it a little bit early, and so it was a little early Christmas gift, and I'm so glad that I decided to pick this up. I was gonna wait because I was it's not holiday-like, I need to put it off, but I'm so glad that I did not, because this book is really, really good. I gave it 4.5 stars. I had a little bit of an issue with pacing where sometimes it felt a little too slow, and then other times it felt like the ending kind of came rapid fast. So I felt like the pacing was a little bit off, but I really, really enjoyed this book. It's a thriller novel following a woman who is married to a man with 2 other wives. Her name is Thursday, and he sees her on Thursdays, and she starts to get a little interested in figuring out what's going on with these other wives, because at this point, they don't have contact with each other, so they don't all live together. So she kind of starts delving into it and wants to know more. So crazy stuff goes down. It was really good. This won't be my last Tarryn Fisher book. I have one currently on my shelf too, so I can't wait to read more by her. Highly recommend it. Lives up to the hype. Then we hit my slow-mo session for a while. I read Christmas Camp by Karen Shaler. This book is about a woman who works at a PR company, and she really wants to pitch this toy company an idea for the holidays. And her boss is kind of like, you don't even like Christmas. Why would I give you this? I don't want to give you this. I want to give it the pitch to this other guy. And she's like, no, please, I will do anything for it. I love Christmas. Even though I go to the beach with my family and I go work the whole Christmas, I definitely love Christmas. And he's like, fine, I'm sending you to Christmas camp. And it's this B&B that this father and son kind of run. The father used to run it with his wife, and at this point the B&B is not doing so great. But they run these Christmas camps to get people in the mood for the holidays and find traditions. You have all these themed rooms like the elf room and the angel room, and they make you bake cookies, and you have to give up your phone every morning and you get it back at night, which is obviously really hard for our main character. And obviously there's a love story. I enjoyed this book. I gave it 3 stars, and like I was saying earlier, I feel like lately when I start reading a book and I know I'm going to give it 3 stars, or it's feeling like a 3-star read, I've been slowing down and not wanting to pick pick the books back up. So I picked this book up on a Wednesday, and then I didn't pick it back up really again until Sunday. So I've been having a hard time that when I start to notice that a book is going to be 3 stars, I start slowing down a lot. This book was very simple. It was definitely a cutesy little holiday read, but I feel like it says, it's soon to be a major TV movie. I think it's going to be a Hallmark movie. It was supposed to be a Hallmark movie last year. I think that the Hallmark movie is probably the best format for this book. It just felt very simplified, and I would much prefer to see the romance on the screen than in the book. That's just my opinion. I thought it was okay. Didn't hate it. Just didn't love it either. Then the last book that I read, which was another one that kind of took me a long time, and that is Her Pretty Face by Robin Harding. This is the Thriller Talks After Dark book for this month. The live show is the 29th, so I believe tomorrow at 9 a.m. Eastern Time, with Shelby from Shelby Taggart Reads and Kendra from Kendra Loves Books. And I wanted to really like this book because I really enjoyed the arrangement, but unfortunately, I gave it 3 stars, and I felt like that was just me being nice. I knew nothing about this book going into it, so I knew nothing about the plot. I knew nothing about what was going to possibly happen. I just went into it and decided to let it take me on a journey. And it follows a couple different perspectives. It follows a woman currently, it follows a boy in the past, and it follows the woman. So the woman has a best friend, and she has a daughter. So then we're following the daughter. So we follow a daughter of the friend, we follow a friend, and we just follow a bunch of people. And I don't even know how to describe this. She makes this best friend, and then things start coming out and start being kind of revealed. Obviously, that's what a book is. I don't even know how to describe this book. Just that there's lots of lies, deceit. This woman just seems too perfect, too good to be true. I don't know. There was not a lot of plot. There, clearly, because I can't describe it. These characters were awful. The only thing that was kind of nice was the fact that it alternated perspectives. So you kept reading because at least you were hearing from something different. If this book followed one person, I probably would have hated it even more. I thought that it was coming to this big culminating event, and at the end it just kind of fizzled out. It just wasn't good. And I'm already unhauling it and trading it with somebody because I paid not decent money. I paid $11 for it or something like that. So I'd rather have something else on my shelf than keep this just because I have other Robin Harding books on my shelf. This one was just a huge, huge miss. And it took me a while, just like I said with the other one, because I knew this was going to be 3 stars. It took me quite a few days to get through instead of just reading it in one sitting. It does read pretty quickly once you could sit into and delve into it, but it took me a lot to get there. So these are the last 5 books that I read. I've currently read another one, so I'm already 1 book into my next last 5 reads, so hopefully that one will come a lot faster than this one did. It is currently the Kindle Unlimited Readathon, so that should also help me a lot. So we'll see. But these are my last 5 reads. Let me know if you have read any of these down below, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, everybody.